Ajnanam timirandasya Jnananjana salakaya Chaksurunmilitam yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. I offer my unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Diksha Gurudev Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaja, and to my Siksha Guru, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Stotra Sat Shri Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Gosvami Maharaj, to all of our Guru Varga and all of our self-realized disciplic succession. Welcome to Vedic Tales, Instructive Pastimes. Today we will talk about a very sweet pastime, the most sweet, where the most sweet Sri Radha reveals her most sweet prema to Sri Krishna, disguised as a heart-stealingly beautiful heavenly damsel. The nature of prema, or pure love, is that the lover sometimes likes to hear from his beloved about the superiority of her love and the inferiority of his. So with that mood, he went to her home, her in-laws' home in Yavat, and he was disguised as a demigoddess from heaven, wearing a beautiful crimson sari. And he looked very sulky, very sad. So Radharani sent Lalita and Vishaka to bring him close. She was bewildered by his disguise, thinking him really to be a demigoddess. So he wouldn't move. So she went close to him and asked, "What's wrong? You came to us, we didn't go to you. What's bothering you?" And then they sat down and Radha started asking all kinds of questions to the disguised Krishna. Are you sad because you have a lover who's unattainable? Or because you have a co-wife who talks bad things that are not true about you to your husband? Or do you have a boring husband? And then she just keeps asking more and more questions. But the demigoddess does not answer. She just covers her head or sighs deeply, or sighs deeply. And then Radharani said, "All right, I'll do something to help your disease, mental and physical disease, go away. I have this wonderful oil from my father, and if I'll massage you with this oil, all your suffering will go away. And if that doesn't work, then I'll bathe you personally in wonderful mineral oils, and immediately you'll feel well. But if that doesn't work, then just like Dhanvantari is the exceptionally powerful doctor for everyone, so I have the perfect answer for you. If Krishna himself will touch you, you'll immediately forget all of your ailments. You'll start giggling, you'll laugh uncontrollably, you'll start murmuring indistinct sounds." So she just kept questioning again and again. Finally, the demigoddess started to speak. I'm a demigoddess from the heavenly planets. And there, a sound came from earth, a beautiful flute sound. And all of the goddesses, they started becoming disinterested in their husbands. Their lahangas became loosened. They almost fainted. But I took it a step further. I wanted to see, where is this amazing flute sound coming from? So I came to earth, and I came to Bangsibat, and I saw where Sri Krishna was playing the flute, and all of you beautiful earthly damsels came and met him, having left all of your household affairs. And then he began rasa dance. And then he left everyone for you. And then he left you too. So I can't tell you about the indescribable grief that this has caused me, that you were in such pain. I heard you weeping when Krishna left you. So my conclusion is that although Krishna has so many good qualities, like beauty, charm, and so on, all of his good qualities are overshadowed by his one very bad quality. And what is that? That he has no discrimination in the matter of prema. He's absolutely too lusty. And especially with you, Saki, who I'm accepting now as my very life and soul. You're my only shelter. I've heard about your glories in the assembly of Himavati, that is Parvati, Arundhati, Lakshmi. They all praise and envy your beautiful beauty and good qualities. And now I'm seeing that myself. So, my determination is that there's no love in this world or any world that's as great as yours. But I am asserting strongly, give up your love for Krishna. So, Srimati Radhika said, you know, I know he hurts me. I know I'm grief-stricken a lot, but I can't withdraw my love for him. Sometimes I decide to do so, but then as soon as I see him, I can't control myself, and my love just pours out to him. But you know what? You're speaking so harshly about my beloved, and ordinarily, I wouldn't want to see you again. I wouldn't want to speak to you again, because if somebody criticizes one's beloved, then that person is a persona non gratis. But I don't know what it is. The same pull, the same like magical, mystical power that Krishna has over me, you have that same power. So rather than neglect you, O Saki, O beautiful damsel from heaven, I want you to stay with me forever here in Braj. Don't go back to heaven. Stay with me on earth, and then I can make you understand my beautiful kingdom of prema. I can open up my love locket, my treasure chest of prema, and explain it to you. The thing about prema is that it can't be explained. Language cannot illuminate it. No one can understand it unless he's experiencing it. Unless one meditates on whether something pleases Krishna or doesn't please Krishna, prema will never come. And once prema is attained, there's no question of meditating. Automatically, spontaneously, everything that one does, one who's situated in prema, everything is automatically his words, his mind, his dress, his ornaments, hers. Everything is for the pleasure of Krishna. And what happens is, as soon as we please Krishna, then all of our limbs become filled with excessive joy. Our face, our cheeks, our eyes, our lips, our breasts, all of our limbs become filled with excessive joy. Only here in Braj you'll find that no one has the slightest desire for his own happiness. Even in Dwarka you won't find that. Even in the queens. Their love is called samanjasarati, which means it's doubtful whether their love can control Krishna, because they want Krishna's happiness and they want their own happiness as well. Of course, a PS on that love is never, that desire for personal happiness is not like ours here in the material world. There's no comparison, because they're also situated in prema. It's just not as condensed as the gopis. Like, for example, they have so many maidservants. They have 10 sons, 1 daughter, and they also see to the needs of all of them. But here in Braj, we gopis have rejected, neglected our superior's orders, rejected any consideration of society, friendship, love, and everything that we do is for the satisfaction of Krishna. Actually, that's the nature of the highest prema, which we won't find when prema is regulated by religious scriptures. Like the queens love Krishna because he's their husband, because sometimes they realize he's the Supreme Lord. But in Braj, it's all risk. The nature of the very highest prema is that it's totally objected to by society, by religious scriptures, by religious duties, by family. But there's no care. One situated in the highest prema, he has no concern for bodily comforts, no concern for protection of the body, no concern for abuses by family or abuses by enemy, abuses by society, or even neglect and abuses by the beloved. That's the nature of prema. Just like a lion attacks an elephant and kills the elephant and nourishes itself by eating the elephant and gets stronger by that. Similarly, prema becomes nourished by destroying all the obstacles that comes in its path. The more obstacles, the more prema becomes nourished. Even when there's a cause for breaking, prema doesn't break. And that's the definition of prema. Prema is like a lion that doesn't care at all for an insignificant dog. So similarly, Prem does not care for insignificant dog-like obstacles. In fact, Prem is completely free from obstacles. In the stage of Prem called Rag, the greatest misery, the greatest obstructions appear like the greatest happiness if that circumstance enables one to obtain and see Krishna. But if that opportunity is not there, then even the greatest happiness appears to the premi associate of Krishna as the greatest misery. Just like a lamp shines more brightly in the darkness, similarly Prem shines more brightly in the darkness of miseries and obstacles. Just like a fast-flowing river, when there are obstructions like rocks or whatever, that fast-flowing river will go around the obstruction and flow even faster. So Prem is always seen in fresh, new ways. And you saw me weeping when Krishna left me, but let me explain that also. Why would the beloved of Krishna tolerate when Krishna goes off with another lover? This man that we have, transcendental sulky mood or transcendental jealous anger, is the stage where we think Krishna is exclusively mine. And when we know that he's with another lover, then we dream about past experiences with him and future experiences with him. And even when thinking that he's with another lover, we feel in that dreamlike state that we're the other lover and that we're experiencing what we imagine he's doing with another lover. And by that thinking of past and future and imagining his presence with another lover, we feel unprecedented happiness that increases at every moment. In meeting Krishna, we see all the three worlds as full with happiness. In separation from him, we feel all the worlds as burning in a conflagration, a great forest fire or a great ocean fire. But even that burning steps on the head of all happiness. The fact that Krishna is fickle and deceitful, that's charming. We're charmed by that. Just like when Krishna's a little boy and he steals butter from the other gopis' homes, they're totally charmed by that. In fact, they wait, looking outside their window, opening their curtains, waiting for Krishna to come and steal their butter. And that, why does he do that? Why does he charm us in that way? By being deceitful, hypocritical, lying? It's because it increases our prem more and more. And by the increase in prem, our happiness increases more and more. That was part one. I'm going to share part two of Prema Samput in the next episode. Panchakalpatarubhyastra kripasindubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.